breathe this in! Undead wretch! Not yet! Getting swarmed under! Need more time! Where'd I go? Nice shot. All in a day's work. Yacht! Easy. Need more time. My pockets are full. Gotta stay quick on my feet. Joke on this! Undead wreck! him out! Gotta stay quick on my feet. Wretch! Fire in the hole!
How can I be of aid? Do whatever it takes.
young one. Speak up. Stay in sight.
A camp? Lucky me.
What have you learned?
Martin Henshaw. Days survived 178. Touched a vibrant flower. Screamed until he twisted into a misshapen pile.
Oh, hello. I'm Elva Valai. We can always use another pair of hands around here. Be sure to talk to Oswald, as he usually likes to greet the newcomers. In any case, welcome! This little excursion here represents my lifelong ambition. It's not just about finding treasure. I want to build an entire archaeological society someday. Rayclast has countless layers of history buried beneath it, and I aim to uncover every last bit. I intend to call my group the Reliquarians. A bit ostentatious, but the best things should be. A shame I couldn't have founded it a few decades ago, back when my birthplace Oriath was still a thriving city. Thanks to the Templars, relics from a dozen different cultures found their way to that little island over the centuries, and are now all lost, thanks to the disasters that happened there. So you're looking for a device the Vaal intended to use against the Cataclysm? Ah, so that's why you came here. Well, you're on the right trail. The ziggurat on which we stand was rumored to contain a device to save their people. If you want to explore it, you'll have to find a way to drain the city first. It's hard to guess what the device inside the temple might be. I do know that it was commissioned by Queen Etziri's thaumaturge, Doriani himself. The project was given all the resources it needed, and the work was kept secret, even from Etziri. As best I could translate, they claimed using it might mean abandoning all they had built. They seemed to view it as a last resort, a way to save their legacy if all else failed. It's not often I detect fear in Vaal writings, but they definitely hoped they would never have to use it. By their final days, the Vaal were a deeply tiered empire based on brutal competition. Those at the top vied with each other through any means necessary, and Doriani was the foremost among these ambitious and immoral men. He was second only to Queen Etziri herself. Exile was the seat of his power, and ancient writings claim he undertook a vast array of strange projects and sordid experiments here. Some glyphs I have seen are too stomach-churning to discuss. How do I even begin to describe the last Queen of the Vaal? She left a tremendous mark on history. She was intelligent and capable enough to rule unquestioned over a bloodthirsty empire of volatile nobles, and the people adored her and feared her in equal measure. Vaal writings speak of her as the most beautiful woman in the era, but also the most dangerous. She sought eternal life, and she was willing to sacrifice anything to achieve it. The ruins around you are the result of those ambitions. Sometimes, while I'm looting a temple, I remember that everything we find once belonged to a living, breathing person that probably died horribly. That sort of takes the fun out of it, doesn't it? I've heard of the beast. Everyone has. If someone is truly trying to raise another, then they must be the grandest of fools. These very ruins around us are the result of an attempt to control such a thing. This is the only way it can end. That hooded fellow over there, he's a friend of yours, I take it? Seems to be one of few words. Oh well, I'm not one to judge the company you choose to keep. Oswald's gonna lose his wits if any more of you show up, though. tells me you're the exploring type. We've got that in common. But some places even I steer clear of. I rather enjoy being alive, you see. Still, if you're feeling adventurous, there's fortunes to be made out there in the wilds. I'm especially interested in all things related to the Vaal. For academic reasons, of course. But a bit of treasure never goes amiss.
Good luck.
She's awfully upbeat.
What kind of stunt was that, traversing the marsh? Have to be smarter if you're to survive. As quartermaster, I'll do my best to keep you alive. I can buy what equipment you find, or sell you what others have unearthed before we ship it back to Kingsmarch. If you disappear in the jungle, I'll also be the one to note your death in our logs. You're welcome.
A fellow cynic. Love it.
You're the one who waded through the undead in the marsh, eh? Truly, you need a guide. Luck's on your side today, friend. I am such a guide. Maybe I can help you survive. Not all tribes in this region are so friendly. You would be wise to listen to me on the dangers of the jungle. Yes, you are lucky indeed. Apus is my grandson. Can you believe that? A young spry thing like me. A grandmother. Don't be angry now. Apus inherited my son's rowdy spirit. Maybe it's a family curse. We have always been the type to do what we shouldn't. Like helping outsiders such as yourself. One day, he'll be a great man. Just like his father. Until then, I try to keep him safe.
I'll take any help I can get.
Everything here can kill you. A snake you can't see. A strange plant. Even one of your own. Survival in the jungle depends upon learning the lessons from those who died before you. That's the wisdom of my tribe. And since these treasure hunters pay me so well, I don't mind sharing. Ha ha! Any place you want to know about, come to me with questions, and I will tell you what I know. The jungle ruins are full of deadly creatures, you know. Quadrillas can tear a man apart in seconds, but at least you can hear them coming. The real danger? The apes that drop down from above. Life is plenty here, thriving for generations. But death always comes for the careless.
Somewhere in this region there were sophisticated canals and waterways. We might be able to use them to drain this lake. We must hope that the mechanisms are still functioning, despite their age. It is the only way to reverse the drowning of this once thriving city. The first step in our search for the secret knowledge of the Val. It is strange to return to this place of my divine youth and see it so aged and forgotten. When I was here, the Val were the height of civilization, and the future was bright. They had their problems like any other people, but I thought I could free them from the moral hazards of divinity by removing gods from the equation. While we are here, I would like to discover whether this ruination is my fault, or whether something else happened to them. Go.
Not a good idea.
Hello. Hey. Servi has been a fantastic ally to us here. Her people have lived in the vicinity of Exile for countless generations, so she's been able to show us all the most interesting Val ruins. The accessible ruins were all looted long ago, of course, but the lake around us has protected most of this city since the end of the Val Empire. That hooded fellow over there, he's a friend of yours, I take it? Seems to be one of few words. Oh well, good luck.
How goes it? The ziggurat beneath us was once the temple of the sun god, one of the oldest built in the city of Utsal's religious district. It was in active use for at least 1,000 years. But when the Val cataclysm struck, the city flooded, presumably killing everyone inside. Good thing for us, because this lake is the only reason it hasn't been ransacked by other treasure hunters already. One man's mass death is another man's treasure, I suppose. I log everything here, so I can catalogue the thousands of ways to die the jungle offers. If you can, be sure to write some sort of final entry detailing how you die. The death log won't benefit you, of course, but it will certainly benefit me. I don't mean to be overly fatalistic, but the amateurs coming from Kingsmarch are accomplishing nothing but feeding the chimerals. The most I can do, as quartermaster, is ensure they're equipped for exploration. That's where the real profit in treasure hunting is, you see. I don't go out there if I can help it. I'm the unluckiest man alive. Yet, I'm the wealthiest in this camp. You have to be good when you're trading with the Kalgurans, or they'll fleece you. I log everything here, so I can catalogue the thousands of ways to die the jungle offers. If you can, be sure to write some sort of final entry detailing how you die. The death log won't benefit you, of course, but it will certainly benefit me. I don't mean to be overly fatalistic, but the amateurs coming from Kingsmarch are accomplishing nothing but feeding the chimerals. The most I can do, as quartermaster, is ensure they're equipped for exploration. That's where the real profit in treasure hunting is, you see. I don't go out there if I can help it. I'm the unluckiest man alive. Yet, I'm the wealthiest in this camp. You have to be good when you're trading with the Kalgurans, or they'll fleece you. Ah, Kingsmarch. So called by the Kalgurans. They're newcomers to Rayclast. About 20 years now. They're traders by nature. In fact, they've partially funded this very expedition. For some reason, they're very interested in Val artifacts. We ship most of what we find back to Kingsmarch, and they pay handsomely for it. Don't get eaten.
I miss the desert. At least it was dry heat. Joke on this! Down! Stop them in their tracks! Arcane misery! Well, that's one down. Animal! Fire in the hole!
The Auroch are truly terrifying to behold. I suspect their canine features result from genetic mutations, perhaps born of the cataclysms that reshaped these lands. Their tribesmen are savage. I rarely leave their territories without scars to show for it. Yet they hold a knowledge we Oriathans have long since abandoned. Our high-born civilization prides itself on its advancements, but remains woefully primitive in matters of the spirit and the natural world. For all their brutality, the Auroch live in harmony with the forces of nature. And perhaps they have no choice, but I wonder if we are the fools for believing we've transcended it. Better to live with nature than to die defying it.
How goes the jungle? I could have gone my whole life without watching snakes coil around a corpse or getting pounded into the dirt by a homicidal ape. It's enough to make a girl question her career choices. Still, the treasure keeps me coming back. You can't take 2 steps around here without tripping over some old Varl ruin all tangled up in the undergrowth. They make an odd pair of colleagues, don't they? Oswald's the kind to worry about the jungle eating him, and Alva's the type to dare it to try. Perhaps that's why their partnership has been more lucrative than most. They balance each other out. Survivors, half-wits, and the occasional lunatic. That's our expedition in a nutshell. Used to be, we were seasoned veterans out here. These days, if a newcomer lasts more than a week, it's a cause for celebration. Still, with the Kalgurans throwing coin around, plenty of folks are willing to risk their lives for a shot of the spoils. Apes are one thing, but quadrillas? No, they're fearsome. The Varl left these lands drowning in corruption after their cataclysm. Guess it twisted the creatures here into something unnatural. Still, I can't help but think 4 arms could come in handy, wouldn't you say? No pun intended. Keep your eyes peeled.